Hello and welcome to Qsports. I am Umutu Kachaga. Thank you very much for joining us. Coming up tonight, we're talking about Nawetan football. The delayed League Cup final in Brikama between Sanchaba Youth and Mandawar was finally played over the weekend, and it is Sanchaba Youth who are the champions. They won by 2-1. We'll also be looking at Nawetan from a different angle. This is across the other side of the country, as a football tournament is staged in memory of journalist, that is the late Pamodo Fall. And the competition was held on Saturday. That is the Super Cup final between Kermama and Fas Omar Saho. And Kermama carried the day. We'll also be looking at swimming, as some children have been taken to a swimming training which has got underway, and it will take all the way to 6 weeks before the training is completed. They are trying to prevent drowning, but also this learning course can be used to make a career out of swimming. We'll also be talking about the Gambia under-23 team. A selection has already been done. The squad is set. Welcome and thank you for joining us. This is Qsports and I'm Umutu Kajaga. First, we're going to talk about the Gambia under-23 team, as the team has already been selected by the coach, Abdul Jame. He's a former Gambia international player, that is a defender. He is now the head coach of the Gambia under-23 selection. He selected a 24-man team, and out of the 24, the list also includes 12 foreign-based players. Some of them, Wale Fofana, who plays his football now in Belgium, and included certain names also, even home, some of the league players, some of the best that he think are to be selected are part of the team. They left in the early hours of Monday to play in the qualifiers. The first leg and the return leg will also be played later. We'll give you updates on that particular game as it comes. Now let's look at Nawetan football. It's going to be in Brikama, the 2021 Brikama League Nawetan season, which was delayed due to some renovation work at the Brikama Mini Stadium, which has now been completed. And the final was between Sanchaba Youth and Mandawar United. Mandawar get into the competition from game 1 up to the final game. They did not concede a single goal. But on the final, they conceded 2 against Sanchaba. It was 2-1. Very exciting atmosphere at the Brikama Mini Stadium. The turnout was good and the football on the pitch was also fantastic. More in this report. A 3-goal trailer in the second half settled the delayed Brikama Nawetan League Cup final. Sanchaba Youth took the lead through a thumping Dembo Marina header just 2 minutes into the second half. Usman Dabo doubled their advantage with a powerful header after Lamin Federa's beautiful cross. Mandawar reduced the deficit moments later when Alpha Balde was adjudged to have been fouled in the box. Omar Gassama stepped up to convert the penalty. Earlier in the game, both teams missed great chances, but Mandawar United will look back, regretting how they missed chances that could have been converted to goals.
No, Condano Warrala, because to be a best player is not easy. Yeah, so there's a lot of players here. So yeah, I need to select him. Now Condano Warabada, among the Condano best player, but coming like Ndele na Kato Findida. Niaji player be no no many along goal and no football. But coming la Kato Findida, Alon, come Puri and select. Yeah.
Imumol the Mian experience played up to first division. So sign tending best player means so Nawetan season of Fela can start, but I start learning Super Cup. Yemum Parendir leg.
No, man qualify for season momentum na over game le play. So saying kay mom muga no kay muga miro la fond. Because near Jambe play la no fond this season tending. Among can nanga new about condition all so but saying kay no defana pro level like call try.
Yeah, right now I think I thank God before going into details. And then my name is Salum Kujabi, but commonly known as Ab. I am the head coach of Sanchaba Youth Football Club. I can say winning this trophy, it is a big thing for me because where we come from, we never won a trophy. So this is the first time, winning a major trophy, and then it happens to be me. So I think I have to feel happy for that matter. Yeah.
Now you are going to play the Super Cup against the same Sanchaba side, Citizens FC. How is it going to be like?
Yeah, it will just be an important game for us because though we are all from the same place, but nevertheless it's football. The way we treated this other team, that's the same way we are going to treat them. We are not going to leave them to take the trophy. That's what I told other journalists. We are going all out to win that trophy because for me and my players, if you want to be a good player or a good coach, you have to win the trophy. So we are going all out for the trophy. We are not relenting. We are going all out to win the trophy.
Yeah, game over. It's not a bad result. You understand? Because na kara nga push after game one na side and capitalize kata. So bira tonda abu na side after Maloki. So wa kara game over because it a chance of the two chances to really score. After nada coma puruga fight back ka bondi mabondi no after Loki na one goal the match no after game end over
Yeah, men amone kada la problème o debi.
Yeah, mim na problème o bi wala ndalta min na mawleke because ndalta ninga pile ngara chance da ndalta wala but bi mba pile kana na chance mata na be fight so bi ni nara ya score yam punisa football mo ni on capitalize ni open nara ni capitalize rek ibe samalal so man capitalize italia so ya score ndalu ya you score many amange kilinda amange flag so so ni lelo apa na lok na de set ari harje ya samal ndalu ya hard lock
na weta no fanam fele o man jam fa sambe abinala nang mune la expectation.
Yeah, my expect and coming go nyanda ka karane bi coming bi misi bagara next time in now you could fight back so that we can win the trophy. Yeah, the for not empty, because football final is win and lose. Ni del mar and del bada so ala can del mar del loki data. So maybe je wolong ngana next time stronger so that we can achieve our goals. That's our wish.
Still on Naritan football, we're going to talk about the Super Cup that is staged in memory of our fallen colleague, that is journalist Pamodu Fall, who died in a car crash. And in this competition, it is two villages that played. One of them hosted the opening of that Super Cup, that is Kermama, who played against Fas Omar Saho, and it was Kermama who won by a goal to nil, and the goal came in the nick of time. 5 minutes before the end of the game was when the goal was scored. And you would be very surprised how the goal was scored after all the chances that Kermama created in the first half. But let's look at that. Habibu Jallo's deflected shot, moments after coming in the second half, decided the Pamodu Fall Memorial Tournament Super Cup final in favor of Kermama as they beat Fas Omar Saho 1-0 to become champions. Kermama created several golden opportunities to score in the first half, but were very wasteful with their finishing. Fas Omar Saho had plenty ball possession, which they failed to convert into goals. This was the reaction of the two coaches. Firstly, from Madike Jallo, the Kermama coach.
Yeah, I feel happy, and then thanks for all the good work that we have done. I think that is what we are seeing now, that's what we are reaping. Of course, it was not easy during the course of the game, as you all see, but then as we are more experienced than them, because I told them even before the game, as a team maybe they are stronger, but experience-wise we have the edge, and then I think that's what happened at the end of the day. So we were able to snatch the win at the lately.
Yeah. We've seen that in the game, your team dominated, especially using both the right and the left wing. The chances were created, especially in the first half. You could have even gone 5-0. Why didn't they not capitalize on the chances?
Yeah, that's true, because the problem is this is the first game that we are playing in the season, and I think that's have contributed a lot in that. Of course, we have created a lot. That's what I even told them during the first. I told them if we lose this game, that means you have gifted to the other team, because creating such chances, you should have capitalized and then at least score. But because we are playing for the first time, I think that was the main reason why we could not capitalize on those chances. But I think going to the future, we will be more clinical, inshallah.
Okay. Going into the competition proper, what are your expectations?
Yeah, my expectation is always go to win the trophy. That is my expectation, to go and win the trophy, because this is playing here in my home ground. So the least we can achieve is to win the trophy. Other than that, we don't achieve anything.
Taib Job, coach of the German boys from FAS Omar Sao, says it was disappointing to lose the final.
Well, Sunday yala rek bu baax ne yaga na football. So first na game open doole bi sax waaye no lu fa demee la football moom da nga out so opponent di out. So ñaakee rek Sunday yala nga wara def.
My team had played in more competitive and higher competitions than this. We were all looking forward to winning. Unfortunately, we lost. I will prepare my team better for the tournament proper. The late Pamodu Fall's family were in attendance, including Mariama Jallo, his wife, and Mohammed Fall, his son, who took the kickoff, and other members of the family. Ali Jawara, Pamodu Fall's brother, says the family are grateful to the village of Kermama and Babukar Jallo, a Gambian referee in the United States of America, who staged the competition in memory of Pamodu Fall.
So we came here to represent the whole family of Maji Samba, as Pamodu is part of our family and the tournament is named after him. So we are very impressed and happy, and we are very grateful with the people of Kermama. Really, they have shown us the level of love that they have for Pamodu, and as a family we have all right to join them to make sure that it has happened. Alhamdulillah, the game has gone in peace. It has been played well. Both teams have shown discipline, and we are very, very grateful, and we are encouraging all of them to continue discipline till the end of the tournament.
The villagers described the late Pamodu Fall as someone who dedicated his time to the service of his nation by promoting football through his reports of football in their community since the early to the mid-2000s. Now let's talk about swimming. Swimming is one of the sports around the globe. Well, obviously, a training is being organized, and the training is meant to prevent drowning, especially kids. So if they learn how to swim at a very early age, this will help them whenever they are swimming, whether it's at the sea, at the river, or somewhere in the pool, they will be able to know how to swim properly. But also, this is a training exercise where some of them can take up swimming as a career. And more in this report, it is Omar P. Jallo who went to the Swim for Life training that was being organized in the weekend, and it gets started. More on the story by Omar P. Jallo.
The free swimming lessons are to equip the children with the requisite swimming, water safety and life-saving skills to minimize drowning and introduce swimming as a sport in the Gambia. Sang Mendy, the co-founder and Secretary General of Swim for Life Gambia, says the Gambia is surrounded by water and yet is among countries with the highest number of drowning cases annually, adding that 60% of these drowning-related cases are children. He also believes many of these deaths are preventable if resources, ideas and efforts are combined. Mendy further stated that swimming lessons reduce the risk of drowning and improve water safety skills among children. And swimming is also a fun way to stay active and encourage healthy living from an early age. This also builds the confidence of these children in a way that will stay with them the rest of their lives.
The Gambia situation in terms of drown cases, you realize that year in, year out, you hear that people have drowned. And we've not taken correct and accurate statistics as to the number of people that have drowned from January to now. But I can tell you that drown cases in the Gambia are very common. But quite apart from that, the other thing is to introduce swimming as a sport for children age 8 to 16, because we believe that if you want to catch people at the right age, the best age is between 8 and 16.
Lamin K. Marong, a principal education officer at MOPSI, commended Swim for Life Gambia for the initiative and said the Gambia have a lot of work to do to prevent drowning, as the country is surrounded by water but has no public swimming pools. And unlike in many other countries, swimming is not taught in schools.
Ministry as a service provider, we are very much interested in the general welfare of school-going children in the Gambia. And not only providing education, we want to make sure that wherever they are safe. And a program like this, because training them how to save their own life and maybe rescue others also is a very good initiative that we want to applaud and give them support.
Lamin Marena, a parent, said enrolling in swim lesson at an early age can save lives, adding that reports have shown that drowning continue to be the leading cause of unintentional death in children. Hence the need to ensure your children are safe and prepared with life-saving skills.
I think it's necessary for them to learn to swim. I mean, after all, we do live close to the coast, and Gambia is surrounded by water in two different areas, the river and we have the ocean. I think it's good for them to learn to swim. I mean, it could save their lives one day. And we have lots of issues with people drowning on the beaches most times, so I think it's really necessary for them to learn how to swim.
Pamodu Wagan Fai is a course participant, and he has this to say.
When I started, it was good. Yeah, and I'm encouraging other people to come and join. If you're swimming, you can save other people's lives and yours, also your life.
In April 2021, the United Nations General Assembly affirmed drowning as a preventable global public health issue and declared 25th July as World Drowning Prevention Day. Drowning is a global phenomenon, devastating families and communities. Globally, an estimated 235,600 people drown every year, and drowning is among the 10th leading cause of death for children aged 5 to 14 years. Swim for Life Gambia is a non-profit and non-governmental organization that aims to minimize, if not eliminate, drowning in the Gambia.
Finally, let's talk about some of the Gambian players who are plying their trade abroad, that is football. First, we start in Sudan, where Lamin Jajo made his official home debut as his team, Al Hilal SC, advanced to the next round of the CAF Champions League qualifiers. They beat St. George of Ethiopia 1-0 in the second leg, and Lamin Jajo played full 90 minutes. And Lamin Jajo is the Gambian player who used to play for Qsports, but has now signed a contract with Al Hilal of Sudan. In the absence of Abdoulaye Sanyang, that is Bambalai, in the French second division is Sekou Touré, who started and assisted the only goal for Grenoble Foot 38 to win 1-0 against Caen FC on March Day 9 of the French League 2. Sekou created 2 other chances and had 8 recoveries. Omar Colley, the captain of the Gambia national team, who plays his club football for UC Sampdoria, came on in the second half after he was injured about a week ago, but he's back on the pitch, at least played 46 minutes in the match versus Spezia, Classio, but they lost by a 1-0. And still on some of the Gambian players plying their trade, some of them in Europe, Bakary Jatta. He scored and assisted in a 2-0 win for HSV Hamburg against Fortuna Düsseldorf in the German Bundesliga 2 March Day 9. Jatta, who is yet to play for the Gambia national team, created most of the chances for, and in the match, he also finished as man of the match. Let's also look at some of the Gambian players. Away in Denmark, the Gambia's defender, James Gomez, made 14 clearances, 6 headed clearances, 3 recoveries and 2 interceptions to help his team AC Hossens to win 1-0 against FC Nordsjælland. And Nordsjælland are top of the table as we speak. And James Gomez played 90 minutes. Away to Italy, Hassan Cisse scored his second goal of the season for USC Lecce in their 2-1 victory over US Salernitana 19-19 on Friday night. And Hassan Cisse helped his team to get victory, and this is their first victory of the Serie A season, and this is Hassan Cisse's second goal because he scored in their first game against Inter in his debut. The Scorpions forward netted the first second half goal and completed a full game with most dribbles 3, most duels won 9, and had 5 shots. So Hassan Cisse doing fantastically well there. Some of the Gambian players also. And we get this information courtesy of journalist Fode Mane. He's been the one following the track of Gambian footballers who are plying their trade abroad, in Africa and also in Europe. Well, that's it for Qsports. Thank you very much for watching. Join us next week for more sport. Have a pleasant evening. Bye.